Okay, howdy, howdy, howdy. I have got to do a dirty dish because I've been dishing it. I've told a bit of it on my Instagram story on the dirty dish. Thanks for joining me there. If you are a fan, the way to follow us is our Instagram, the dirty dish. We're steadily growing to 1,000 followers, and I would love to see you there as we continue to dish out. So the dirty dish is I do not know why I'm attracting ex-girlfriends of my ex to me. So we're going all in. We are going all in. Ah. All right. So during comedy festival, I was performing my show Pedestal, and when I'm performing my show, I'm pretty hot. I looked great in my pajama Zara outfit. Everyone kept commenting on it. I'm in my glory. I'm shining. I am in my zone. A friend of mine, we decided to go see a comedy show, and we got on the tram, the 86 tram, to head back home. It was about past midnight on a Friday night. Anyway, while on the tram, we were just chatting. So Serena is the producer of Fee and Me. She got us to finish the freaking web series, and I owe her my life. And we were just chatting, and then the doors opened, and a woman comes on, and she goes to the other side of the tram, and she clocks me and I clock her because I'm like, you're staring at me, I'm staring at you. I will acknowledge that you have looked at me. So I looked at her, and then she looked away, and I was like, okay, clearly I'm not that famous enough. Two stops later, I see this same woman start wandering towards us with her bag, and she plops her bag right in front of our seat, stares at me and says, "Hi, are you Donna Wynn, the comedian?" And I go, "Yes, I am." And I was going to wait for her to say, "Oh my God, I saw your show," or blah, 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 blah. "Oh my God, you're amazing." And then the second sentence she said was, "Hi, I dated your ex-boyfriend." And my brain went, what the fuck? And I was tipsy at this moment as well. So I was like coming off, I'm having a glass of wine. I know I don't need that much to be happy. Okay, everyone, I'm a cheap drunk. And she looked, she, then she told me the whole entire story of how they met. So it's tricky with exes. But anyway, you know what? I don't give a shit because this guy's a dickhead. And you learn that when all these women come to you and tell you he's a dickhead. So, you know what? Who gives a shit? I'm going all in. What was hard for me was to hear how he treated her. And I also understood how she felt because for the last 6 months of our relationship, he gaslit me. He was not the same person I first dated. And I realized that he was no longer committed to us anymore. And I could feel him exiting the relationship while I was trying to hold on and very confused by all the mechanics of what he was doing. So I just held on and held on and held on and realized that I couldn't hold on anymore, and I had to cut the cord because he wasn't going to do it because he's not the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. So I did it because I was done. I had enough of him pulling on my heart constantly and testing me and questioning my worth when I know I am amazing. Oh God, I recently had my birthday in Sydney, and I went out for dinner with a group of leaders in the Vietnamese community. And the day before we broke up, I was in Sydney on a panel with 3 other powerful Vietnamese Australian women. I come home to this guy in Melbourne, and he treats me like shit. And I ended it that moment because how can I be feeling glory on top of the hill, like glory, and then come home and feel so shit by you, dude? And so I ended it. Bye-bye. And that was a little shock. But yeah, this woman on the tram, she was definitely intoxicated, and she definitely wanted to tell me how she felt about it. She said that he made her second guess her thoughts. And, you know, he has this vibrancy of going all in, but he pulls out when it's not his jam. And then he leaves you kind of going, whoopsie. And I missed my tram stop because I was sorting out her thoughts. La da 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 da. And she was like, I'm so sorry what happened to you. And I said, babe, do not worry because he's ugly and I'm still hot. That is how I make myself feel better. And yeah, I missed my tram stop, just talking her through it. And I get it. Guys, they're dicks. And women, we have optimism when we meet men. But yeah, he, I just said to her, message me when you get home, message me in the morning and just let me know that you're okay. And got off my stop, I had to walk an extra stop home, and I messaged my friends and said, oh my God, I'm attracting all these women. Yeah. And it's not the first time I feel like I've been the madam of my exes. God damn. I dated a guy for 3 years, and if you know me before COVID, you know who this person is. I dated him, then found out that he had like an extra friendship relationship with a best friend, and I didn't want to interfere with his best friend. So, I had no qualms about him being best friends. I just didn't know he was sleeping with her as well. And this continuously happened to the point where he would see me on the Thursday night, he would see her on the Friday for a hike, and somehow was able to see another woman. And the way I found out was one day sitting in my kitchen on my laptop, and I'd been chatting to him. And then I got an Instagram notification in the messages by someone who I wasn't following. And so I clicked on it, and the girl wrote, hi, are you Diana? I've been seeing this guy and I found him on your Instagram. Are you his girlfriend? And my brain, I think I cackled. I think I laughed because I was like, oh my God, how does he fit so many women in his life? Like, how can he Thursday night see me, Friday morning see his best friend for a hike, and then that following night go and have dinner with another woman? Like, how? How is that possible? But how is it? And the wildest thing was like he's able to take care of three women. It's amazing. Like, if I had known non-ethical relationships was a thing back then, I would have done it. I even asked him when he was cheating on me, do you want to be open so I can see other people too? And he said, oh, no, no, no. You're the only one, motherfucker. I think he knew that if we had opened it, he wouldn't be the only one. And so I remember this time, this girl telling me that she had been seeing my ex I realized maybe he thought it was a situationship, but I definitely saw him and I was definitely still messaging him at that moment. So I messaged him and said, hey, who's this girl? And I was having a three-way. This girl would message me what happened, the questions, what they did, they made out, and the messages he was giving her. And cutting and pasting and sent it to me while he was like saying she was delusional and crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that happened 2 more times with this guy. So yeah, he was definitely on a circuit. And so yeah, when this woman on the tram stopped me, I just felt like, oh, what am I? Am I the madam? Am I the court holder? Are we holding space right now? And I didn't want to hold space because that is my past now. But if you have a story of somehow your ex entering your life again or someone reaching out for support, let me know and send me a DM on my Instagram, or after this podcast, leave a comment. I would love to find out what is happening. Anyway, she's fine. She messaged me the next morning, said, apologize, and said, I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's okay. It's okay. We support each other, but we cannot be friends. That's my little dirty dish. Oh, God. Yeah. I hope it doesn't happen again. See ya. Bye.